ForceBridge API and FORCAM Force adapter for Microsoft Power Automate. Imagine the following situation. A tool on your machine is defect, causing a stoppage. Now the responsible worker must go to their team leader and explain the situation. Then the team leader calls up the maintenance team for the right spare part. Altogether, it took quite some time until the machine was up and running again. Or in other words, the company has lost a lot of money due to the long time it took to fix the defect. What if you could decrease the response time drastically and get the right people for the job involved instantaneously? This is where ForceBridge API comes into play. ForceBridge API is the application programming interface for the Internet of Things in a production environment used in the so-called industrial IoT platform. As such, ForceBridge API is the interface between the objects of the production environment and the IT infrastructure of a production plant. ForceBridge API is, so to speak, the bridge between the real production site and the IT systems and applications used for its effective and efficient organization. Let's explain that in context of our example. Say your machine has a dedicated sensor for a specific tool. Since the machine is connected to the FORCAM Force system via the DCU and DACQ, the sensor signal for the tool defect automatically triggers an event via the ForceBridge API and sends a machine state change and a tool defect information. To streamline the workflow and get the right people involved immediately, this is the point where the FORCAM Force adapter for the Microsoft Power Automate comes into play. This low-code environment lets you build workflows and perform complex tasks with zero to no coding required. The FORCAM Force adapter for Microsoft Power Automate integrates our IIoT platform with all its functions and features into the Power Automate world with its over 200 connectors, building the right workflow that suits your needs. The ForceBridge API immediately delivers the information, workplace state change, and tool defect to the connector, and this is where a workflow is triggered that creates a ticket in Trello, along with generating a Skype meeting addressed to the right people for the job. This all gets help to the shop floor immediately, exactly where it is needed. Machines also track process data, like for example filling levels, pressure, or voltage. These could trigger a workflow as well. For example, you define a certain limit for a container's filling level of granulate. As soon as the limit is reached, an event is triggered causing a driverless replenishment system to get the suitable raw material from the storage facility before the container runs empty. We'll go a step further, because not only machine signals could trigger a flow in Microsoft Power Automate, events from our rule engine can as well. So let's say you want to monitor the state of a specific workplace. You can use the logical events processed in the rule engine and simply select when the operating state of a workplace has been changed as your trigger for a workflow in Microsoft Power Automate. This could automatically generate an email or push message in the exact moment the state change took place. You can also set manual triggers. This allows you to execute complex workflows with a simple touch of a button on the shop floor terminal. One last example. Say you want to get informed about your OEE on a specific workplace at fixed intervals to keep track of it and take actions immediately right when it hits a certain barrier. Since the communication over the ForceBridge API is bidirectional, this workflow can be set up quite easily with the Microsoft Power Automate. You can create a cyclic key performance indicator monitoring that observes the OEE of your desired workplace and compares it to yesterday's OEE. If this comparison hits your defined barrier, it creates a ticket with all the relevant information. If it is favorable information, you can also give your team a thumbs up. Yet, what if you use specific applications that are not part of the Power Automate environment, or you want to implement your own specific solution? We take it one step further. With the ForceBridge API, you can implement your own solution and your code with ease. It is developed as an open RESTful API. Resources and the related access methods are provided by the ForceBridge API, including call parameters, request and response messages, which are published and documented on the Swagger Hub. Just visit forcebridge.io for more information. The best for last. ForceBridge API is included in the base installation of FORCAM Force, making it truly an open IIoT platform. As you can see, it's not a question of what can be done with the ForceBridge API or the FORCAM Force connector for Microsoft Power Automate, but how it can help you in your daily work and help you streamline your organization. The possibilities are truly endless.